Hello, my name's Jeff Black from Beechmont Ford Performance. I wanted to take a minute to introduce myself to you and let you know that I am your BFP Dream Builder. And what I mean by that is that during this build process, I am going to be the one running the show for you and making your dream come true. So up to this point, you have been dealing with your sales rep. Now, for the moment, we're going to kind of take them and push them off to the side. And it's just going to be you and me for a little while we go through the process of adding all the performance modifications to your vehicle. And then when we're done, I'm going to turn you back over to your sales rep for the delivery of your vehicle. So now in the next day or two, I'm going to be giving you a call so we can review your build sheet and make sure that everything that is on there is actually correct and accurate. We just want to make sure that, no miscommunications there. Now also at that time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to do what we call a change order, which basically means if you'd want to add anything to the build, that's your opportunity to do it. Now, I'm only going to be able to give you the opportunity to do one change order because we have a lot of builds in process, so I schedule accordingly, so I can't just keep adding stuff. So when you do a change order, keep in mind, though, that that is something you're going to be paying for out of pocket because your deal is actually already complete. Your financing's done. We can't add it into the financing. So again, if you want to add anything, that's the time to do it, and just be prepared to open the checkbook. Okay, so now as far as the build process itself, right now we're basically in the phase where we'll be waiting for your deal to fund, which basically means I'm waiting for the bank to pay us. Once that has happened, then I'm authorized to go ahead and get your parts ordered. Now, depending on parts availability, that can definitely affect how long it's going to take to get your build complete. Once the parts are here, I'll obviously be keeping you updated through the whole process so you kind of have an idea of our time frame. I don't like to give a specific time frame because it does depend on parts availability, and then once the parts come in, I have to get you into the queue with the other builds that are going on. So now, speaking of the build process, this is where we are definitely different than some of the other options you may have out there to get this type of job done. And that is that we are going to do, first thing, a pre-inspection of the vehicle and a pre-dyno run. We want to do this because we want to make sure that the stock vehicle and the engine seems to be perfectly fine to accept the horsepower gains that we're going to be putting on this thing. So we do that. And then once the tech has gone on and done the install, we're also going to dyno the car again so we can get those final numbers and know how much of an increase we've gained and make sure that it actually matches up with the numbers that the manufacturer is recommending. So once we've done all of that, then we're going to do another quality control check, and then we're not done yet. Then we're going to give the vehicle to either our actual service manager or another master technician to have them also kind of just do one more quality control check over everything. Make sure everything looks good. Never hurts to have a second person look at this. And then on top of that, when that is all done and I get the vehicle back, I'm going to take it for a quick test drive myself just so I can say, yep, it seems pretty good to me before we turn it back over to you. Okay, so obviously this whole thing is about speed or adding more power, more horsepower so you can go faster. And we all love to go faster. But during the build process, we actually want to go at a nice rate. So we're not pushing things and rushing things. This is why I don't like to give specific time frames of how long it's going to take to do a build, because it's also going to vary a lot on what all you're doing. You may not be doing just a supercharger. You may be adding some other features, some lowering springs or an exhaust, whatever. So we're going to go as fast as we can and get you that vehicle as quickly as we can because I know you're excited about it. And we all love exciting cars. I mean, look what I drive. I love this baby. So you know that not only are you dealing with a reputable performance guy, but we are going to do it right. So through the build process, I'm your guy. I'm going to be there to answer any questions you might have and walk you through the whole process. Now, I'm not a technician myself, so if the questions you have get too techy, I'm just going to ask you to hold on while I get the correct answers for you and get back to you. I don't want to just make something up just to make sure I'm giving you an answer. I'd rather make sure I have the proper information for you. So just be patient with me through that process if you do have any questions. So here we are. We're almost through the process. We're going to get there. We're going to get you back your vehicle, and I'm really just thrilled to work with you. I do want to thank you for choosing us, Beechmont Ford Performance, and myself, and trusting us with your build process. I know you could have gone somewhere else, but I want to tell you, you made the right choice by going with us. We've been doing this a long time, and we do it right. All right, guys, thanks so much, and I'll be talking to you soon.